What's up everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here, and the topic of this video, probably not surprising, not iPhone 4, but actually iPhone 5, the next iteration of the iPhone. With Verizon announcing their CDMA-only version of the iPhone 4, we're left with a very big question mark. What's going to happen with the iPhone 5 and the product release cycle? Ever since the first iPhone was announced and released in the June or July timeframe, we've seen a new iPhone iteration ever since within that same 3 to 4 week period. So now it's February, now it's January, Verizon's going to have the phone coming out in February, and that coincides with Apple's release cycle just a few months later in July. Are we going to see an iPhone CDMA version announced now and then a new version announced in July, just a few months later? That's going to translate to a lot of really pissed off people who migrated over carriers or saved their upgrades and then missed out on a brand new phone just a few months later. Now I can understand missing out on a new phone every year, but releasing two very similar devices within about 4 to 5 months of each other is going to be a really tough sell to the nation's largest CDMA carrier, and of course I'm talking about Verizon. So what's going to happen? Are we going to have two separate release cycles? Will AT&T get the newest version of the iPhone coming out in June or July, and Verizon will always be one generation behind, so maybe their version of the iPhone 5 won't come out until next June or July? I'm sort of inclined to believe that we will see an LTE version of the iPhone, an updated one to the one that was announced today, in June or July. So the question now begs, and poor Verizon people are always sort of stuck waiting, do you jump the gun now and pick up the CDMA-only iPhone? Or do you try and tough it out and wait a few more months and see what comes out in June or July, if anything? It's really going to be a hard decision to make. Personally, I am not going to be switching carriers. AT&T is my carrier of choice and has been for quite a while, and I'm going to stick with it. One interesting thing that we didn't see today was announcement of the white iPhone. Still been lurking in mystery somewhere. There have been a few of them kicking around. There's some aftermarket stuff you can get, but a lot of people thought we were going to see that today as well. And on an unrelated note, this background, I figured I'm talking about Apple a lot, might as well show my Android love. The Android logo, or eating the Techno Buffalo logo, it's called the Android Nom. Nom nom nom. I'll actually put a link to it down below if you guys want to get the wallpaper. We have a ton of actual wallpapers available on Techno Buffalo for iPhone, iPad, Android device, desktop, whatever it might be. So if you want that, links down below. People have been asking for it. So this is going to be a bit of an annoying waiting period for Verizon folk, whether or not you jump the gun now or you want to wait. I don't know what to tell you. If you waited this long, I say wait a few more months would probably be my advice. But it's going to be hard to turn your back on a Verizon-capable iPhone. I want to hear from you guys and what you're going to do. John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.